Hi there, I'm Chad Herring, pastor of the Kirk of Kansas City. COVID-19 has impacted our church in ways that we never could have imagined a year ago when we first started hearing about this pandemic. Like our neighbors, like all of you, we've been through a lot. The pandemic has required all of us to adapt and try new things. We've been worshiping from our homes. I've been leading worship from my home, from this very home office, every Sunday since March 22nd. We got back to basics, focused on community and service and connection the best way we could given the circumstances. As your pastor, I've been grateful to God and grateful for all of you as we continue to pursue our purpose statement as faithfully as possible during this time. During worship on February the 14th, I shared a COVID-19 update with the community. And in case you missed it, I'd like to share it with you again so that you can have the most current information about where we are with our COVID-19 plans. Here is that update. We also would like to share a brief COVID-19 and the Kirk update. Church leadership, including the session, the the COVID-19 Adaptation Task Force, and me, your pastor, we continue to monitor and evaluate COVID-19 in the community. This has been a particularly brutal winter, but we are pleased to see that the number of cases is declining from the highs of just a few weeks ago, and that community spread is thankfully trending in the right direction. We are hopeful because many people continue to exercise caution, wearing masks and following the recommendation of our public health officials. We're also hopeful because there are now 2 vaccines that have begun to be distributed, and the 3rd vaccine might be approved by the end of the month. Some Kirk members have received at least 1 dose of a vaccine, but it might take weeks or months before others who want to get a vaccine can receive one. We are concerned, though, that this remains a very dangerous virus and that there are variants reported that we do not fully understand yet, some of which might slow the effectiveness of the vaccine. And so we are unsure when exactly we will all be able to get back to normal. The COVID-19 task force and the session have been examining how and when we might be able to resume in-person indoor activities. The first step will be making indoor space available for some small groups at first, groups of no more than 15 people, while maintaining additional safety protocols such as spreading out during gatherings and universal mask wearing. Assuming recent positive trends continue and community spread of COVID-19 continues to decrease, the session has improved, allowing some of these small groups to start gathering after April 5th. After that, we're going to see how it goes. We will evaluate and pursue additional steps. Worship will remain online for now. Once small groups are able to meet safely, we can begin exploring how we can worship safely as a larger group together. In-person worship plans will likely include an online broadcast, and we're grateful for everyone who's found us online during this time. We want to stay connected with you as we move through these next steps. In the meantime, we thank everyone for staying connected, for joining in activities, service projects, and worship, and particularly for your prayers of encouragement. We will continue to keep you posted. Do you have thoughts or ideas or questions? Send them to me. I'm at chad@kckirk.org. We're grateful for the work of our COVID-19 task force, Susan Combs, Judy Penland, and Don Clardy, as well as the work of our session in helping lead all of us through this challenging time. As we continue to look into the future, we are most certainly the church together. Thanks be to God.